welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It is Monday, November the 1st, 2021. Yeah, opening up a new month, guys. Very excited to be with you this afternoon. Of course, today it was supposed to be Alex. Alex was to be our analyst today. Unfortunately, he couldn't come through for us today. His internet is unfortunately down today. Shoutouts to Alex, shoutouts to Jason as well. Jason was gonna come through, maybe sit in for Alex, but Jason too made plans because, as you guys know, we have a new show schedule. We have Alex on Mondays and Wednesdays. Jason's Tuesdays and Fridays, and of course Justin's on Thursdays. Hope you guys enjoyed Justin's appearance last Thursday. He will be back this Thursday for another installment. With that said, today was, as I said, Alex's intended appearance. But the internet let him down. No big deal. I figured rather than canceling the show altogether, I would give you guys at least a news update, maybe at the very least a review price action. Maybe no TA guys today, no requests, but we might at least open the D-Live chest and distribute some lemons. What do you guys say? All right. Big shoutouts to homies in the audience. In fact, since today it's just me, let me hop into the voice chat, the text chat. Let's see who's with us today. Just a few messages in so far. One from Wayne on YouTube. Good afternoon. Smash those likes. Can you look at Litecoin? Yes. Sorry, I just stated no requests today, but shoutouts to Wayne. Daniel, big shoutouts to you. Daniel, Money Mondays, he said. Yeah, Money Mondays. Money Monday is indeed the way to go for dollar cost averaging. Take the opportunity to buy just a little bit every Monday, first Monday of every month, what have you. It's all about stacking those sats and other gems. Build your portfolio. You can trade, of course, but another strategy that's worth deploying in these markets is buy and hold, right? Have your buy and hold stack separate, have that strategy separate, and Money Mondays plays into that. And then you have your trading stack. With that said, guys, let's continue. Rhino TD, big shoutouts to you today evening. Well, very good evening to Rhino TD. Nice and early. It's UK 5 p.m. time. Shoutouts to Rhino TD. Today we started on time. Thank you. Rhino TD says, go Crypto Jack. Thank you. And Mr. Ether almost bought sand over the weekend, but Ethereum fees were way too high. I would still be in profit, though. Yeah, sand has been somewhat of a remarkable run. That's your comments for now, guys. I'm going to return to bubbles for now. But indeed, Mr. Ether is absolutely correct. I mean, let's check out sand and mana, guys. In terms of price action, well, Bitcoin, what can I say? Bitcoin has been mostly sideways. It's about what I said on the tail end of Friday's installment. I expect prices to be pretty much where we left them off on Friday, and I think that's where Bitcoin is right now. Of course, volatility, maybe before I get into that, volatility, of course, is legit. We've had a move today, all the way down to, in the early hours of the Monday morning, we had moved down to about 59, just under $59,500 on Bitcoin, and it's since bounced up. It was holding 62 for a while, but now we're slipping on lower time frames. Now we're below 61,000 yet again. Volatility is pretty wild out here in Bitcoin, but otherwise sideways, all leading for, well, fertile conditions for alts to what alts do best, and that's pump after Bitcoin kind of consolidates, does its thing. So you guys feeling this is about as bullish as one can get, because, well, look at the price action. Feels like the bull market has returned. Remember all those people throwing in the towel in the middle of the summer? Nope. That was not quite the top. Here we go again. With that said, nothing demonstrates this better than, of course, all the hype and euphoria. If you missed it last week, we were talking about the launch of Facebook's Meta, or the rebranding to Meta, however you want to look at it, and the implications for cryptocurrency, and a few projects in particular responded as such. Decentraland and their mana token. Check this chart out. This is on the daily, guys, and it went bonkers since last week's announcement. In that last week, well, it's currently up about 300%, but it did move almost 600% in this wickiness here. So we have corrected Wow, about 40% from the euphoric highs of Saturday, I think. So crazy, crazy price action on Decentraland's and Mana token. Let's go look at Sandbox because this one did something similar with similar metaverse applications. Let's see the move overall was just under 300%, and it corrected in the weekend about 35. So just when you see that 30-ish% correction flash, and you're looking to ape in, well, maybe that was a spot to try to catch the bounce. Shout out to anybody riding these. I saw Mr. Ether saying the fees, the Ethereum gas fees were a little high, kept them away. But Mana, or in Sandbox, I should say, Sandbox is now a little over $2. All-time highs for the Sandbox token, all on the back of the Metaverse news. All right, let's keep it rolling, guys. If you're just joining us now a little late, of course, our analysts are not here with us today. I am just going to run through the news and a little price action solo, and we will be wrapping up the show just a little early. So let's get back into Ethereum, of course. I'll get into the news in a minute, guys. Yeah, I guess Ethereum hit all-time highs on, I guess, Friday. We did highs of $4,466 on Bybit. All right, so Ethereum highs cooling off a little bit, but still, as you can see, still holding this baseline trend. Ethereum non-stop march on the daily. Looking good. With that said, let's just check in on some traditionals because I want to show you guys some other all-time highs. Speaking of all-time highs, here's the Dow Jones. Wicked into all-time highs today and still holding all-time highs. Pretty impressive stuff. Here's the QQQ, similar story. Pushing into all-time highs after a little bit of a sell-off at the open. What else? The Dixie. Check out what the Dixie's doing today. Looks like rejecting from the baseline. A bounce and the rejection. And of course, about what you'd expect, and because here's the SPX as well, also pushing. So the major indices all pushing all-time highs. What's Tesla doing? Also pushing. Wow, very impressive stuff on Tesla. Let's go to the weekly. I'm going to flip my chart to the weekly. Tesla is up, at least since the last candle. So we're just at the open. Wow, Tesla's up 25% on the week. Wow, a little over a week's time and already up at 25%. Very impressive stuff. Talk about parabolic move, huh? Crazy. Tesla pushing all-time highs, currently just under $1,200 after breaking through 1,000 just last week. Big shout outs to any Tesla stockholders up in here. Any Cybertruck waiting list people out here? Yes, get yourself a Cybertruck with your fat Tesla gains. All right, enough of that. There was just a brief rundown of, well, bullishness in much of the space. Bitcoin kind of cooling down, but hey, man, a lot of alt traders out here, a lot of alt holders out here. I'm sure you guys are all very grateful for this type of action in the alt space. All right, let's continue. What else do we have? Let's get into some news items, shall we, guys? I have a few news pieces to cover today. This first one comes from Crypto Potato. Burger King and Robinhood will give away 2 million Dogecoin to customers. Have I heard this story before? Indeed, I dare say that I have. You guys remember a few months ago, we covered a similar story, except that time it was Burger King, I think of Brazil. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Brazil. We covered a story. Burger King of Brazil was giving away some kind of tokens. I think it was also Dogecoin in that case. But in this case, it's Robinhood joining up with Burger King, taking advantage of Dogecoin mania once again, offering cryptocurrency as a reward to now U.S. customers. Fast food giant Burger King partnering with Robinhood, distributing cryptocurrencies to all customers. All buyers that make up to a $5 purchase will receive guaranteed Dogecoin, alongside a chance to win Ether and Bitcoin. Oh, damn, they're giving away more than just Dogecoin. Very cool. As detailed in the press release from BK earlier today, the new crypto giveaway is part of a business Royal Perks program. Members earn crowns for every dollar they spend at the restaurant, which may be redeemed for more fast food. This time, the program members that purchased over $5 of food through the Burger King app will receive a prize code via their email. This code will be redeemed through the Robinhood crypto trading app to receive their cryptocurrency. Every prize code includes a guaranteed sum of Doge, though the exact amount indicated in each purchase is unspecified. However, there are a total of about 2 million Dogecoin available, which amounts to about million at the current price. Holy shit, they're giving away $500 million in Doge? Wow, time to load up on Whoppers, I guess. Now, boys, this is also a small chance for buyers to earn either a little bit of ETH or Bitcoin along their Dogecoin. The odds of winning Ethereum about 1 in 10,000 with over 200 available. So about 800 grand in Ethereum is available. Ethereum and Bitcoin, okay. Meanwhile, the odds of winning Bitcoin, okay, so there's about 800 grand in Ethereum, and the odds of winning Bitcoin are 10 times higher. So you got one, oh, did I read this? 1 in 100,000 with just 20 available. Okay, $1.17 million in Bitcoin being given away. Prizes limited to one per blah blah blah. Promoting with Dogecoin. It's not the first time. Yep. Let's see here. Brazilian stores. Just as I mentioned earlier. Well, now U.S. customers are getting a piece of the crypto action over at Burger King. All right. Well, guys, is maybe the Whopper was not burger enough to steal you away from McDonald's, but now with crypto offerings, what do you guys say? Burger King for lunch today? Let's do it. All right, in all seriousness, let's continue. We got bigger, well, sheeps to fry in this case. Shiba Inu on track to be listed on Kraken. Kraken is ready to list the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. Just a little heads up, although I think not sure if I'd make any kind of trading decisions based off of this, of course, but SHIB might ostensibly pump. But hey, I think most people who want SHIB have already, most US retail customers who I think want a piece of SHIB have already handily aped into SHIB using Coinbase, so I'm not really necessarily too bullish as I would be on when Coinbase first listed SHIB. With that said, there's just a little heads up, guys. SHIB listing on Kraken near you. Let's get into this next piece from Finbold. Cautions. Scammers impersonate Binance to lure crypto traders into fake investments. Let's see here. Binance Exchange and Binance Coin themed scams have been identified by the malware hunter team behind the Free ID ransomware website that assists victims in determining the kind of malicious software that locks data. Alright, so thankfully the team picked up on bogus website claiming to be the official Binance page, releasing their latest news, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so the scam Binance website offers 12% profits. Alright, so people have been falling for the scam, so always look out for this, guys. Make sure you're not getting phished. See this scam page here, for instance. This page directs to Binance support.vip. See that? That's definitely not a credible Binance website. You always got to check your address header, in your web browser. Make sure you're always on the official site, because you can go to Binance support.vip, and it looks like the official Binance website, offering very, very attractive terms here, like 12% easy profits. Why not? But people, in order to unlock, let's see here, blah blah blah. All right. Well, point is, people got scammed. You guys get the point. This is, as always, extremely security-minded show, very security-minded community here, guys. Hate to see anything bad to happen to anyone. Be careful, especially when terms are exciting, when there's something very lucrative that you feel that you got to lock into. Just always be careful, guys. Always do your due diligence. And if you're never sure of something, hop in the Discord. You know where to find me as well. If you ever want to run something security or sensitive by me, you know where to find me. I am in the Discord. All right. With that said, yeah, watch out for Binance scams of all types is what this is referring to that are cropping up. Go ahead and get into another piece here. Forecast News writes, why blockchain is the operating system of the digital age. All right, let's see. Is this a fluff piece with any substance? Blockchain has achieved platform status, writes Don Tapscott of the Blockchain Research Institute. Get ready for the trivergence that will shake up the world. Interesting. All right, so here we have a longer op-ed piece, I suppose, so something potentially worth reading. Maybe I'll explore the first paragraph. Bear with me. Today, my 18th book, Platform Revolution, Blockchain as the Operating System of the Digital Age, will be released. A long time in the making, this new book declares a simple and important truth. Blockchain has achieved platform status. The future of the digital age and the novel technologies it offers, AI, digital identity, Internet of Things, distributed energy, autonomous vehicles, quantum computing, and much more, will all be built on a blockchain foundation, because without a secure and decentralized blockchain core, the promise of these emerging digital technologies will never be fully realized. The first era of digital age spanned the rise of mainframes, main computers, and the internet. We're now entering a second era where digital technologies permeate everything and every business process. We're all familiar with how innovations such as machine learning, robotics, drones, crypto, distributed ledger, 5G, adaptive manufacturing, virtual reality, and synthetic biology are reshaping the social and economic landscape. However, when all is said and done, it is the intersection of all these things, AI, blockchain, and the Internet of Things, that will be the most crucial. To paraphrase the Bible, now these three things remain: AI, blockchain, and the IoT, but the greatest of these is the blockchain. All right. Well, here's a very impressive piece worth reading, and here is Mr. Don Tapscott, indeed, co-founder, executive chairman of Blockchain Research Institute in Toronto, and he's the member of the Order of Canada, Chancellor Emeritus at University. All right, well, seems like an intelligent fellow with some insightful thoughts, guys. I will leave the description, as always, below. I will not be reading this entire op-ed piece, but if you want to learn more about the trivergence, how AI, blockchain, and the IoT all come together around data, big data. Yes, data is the new oil, guys. We lived through one industrial revolution powered by oil. We're now living through kind of like this next revolution. It's the digital revolution. It's powered by big data. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the next piece. This piece comes from UNOT Today. Bitcoin volatility retraces after reaching year high, and institutions may be the reason behind it. Alright, I will take this with a grain of salt, but I did want to highlight one thing. That's really the fact that, yes, volatility, guys, if you haven't, I'm sure you've already noticed, as I have, pretty high as of late. Nice chop in the markets, right? High volatility and constant price changes, two factors that attract investors. But with the arrival of institutional funds, Bitcoin's slowly becoming less volatile and more stable, according to Bloomberg. But let's see, with a decrease in volatility, this asset may also receive more recognition among traditional traders. Right. But with that said, I mean, lately the volatility's still been high. Pretty light article, so I won't continue much further. Let's skip into the next one. Little bit of a, what's this? Binance. Here's one from Binance.com. Binance will delist DLT, GVT, Sky, and POA on the 5th. So just in a few days. Let's see what's going on here. Fellow Binanceans at Binance, we periodically review each digital asset we list to ensure that it continues to meet the high level of standard we expect. When a coin or token no longer meets the standard or the industry changes, we conduct more in-depth review and potentially delist. We believe that this best protects all our users. When we conduct these reviews, we consider a variety of factors, blah, 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 including commitment to the team, level of quality, trading volume, stability, blah, 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 blah. Point is, these projects, Agrello, DLT, Genesis Vision, GVT, Skycoin, and POA, all getting delisted. Please note that these pairs will be removed, so a heads up to anybody on Binance who might have standing orders or actually, holding on to these tokens. Getting delisted is the sign of a sure demise of some of these projects. Is there something else behind this? I don't know too much, but this is just a little FYI. Alright, let's continue, guys. I'm going to get into your comments in just a minute because I'm almost done the news. And once again, if you're just joining us now, our analysts weren't able to join us today, so it's just me holding it down, talking news, kind of recapping things, and, not leaving you guys hanging on a Monday, but we will probably be back tomorrow, the Tuesday installment, with Jason. Yeah, Jason will be on tomorrow. To get you guys up on all our latest price action. Let's go ahead and get into another news piece here. It comes from Business Insider, and it's titled, Evergrande is not running out of money yet, says a bond expert who expects China's government to force collaborations between stakeholders. So very briefly, Evergrande's debt crisis will be drawn out, but the fallout will likely be contained as the Chinese government, quote, forces collaborations among stakeholders, said a credit expert who has been studying Evergrande bonds since 2011. Evergrande, he says, is too big for the Chinese government to ignore. And let's see here. He's the head of research. Whatever. Real estate giant Evergrande is now the world's most indebted company with about $300 billion in debt. It has managed to pay off two overdue coupons just in time, averting the default that could send the rest of the sector and possibly the rest of the world into a massive crisis. The two payments totaled about 127 million, tiny sliver of what Evergrande's overall debt is. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, these guys own 300 million, tiny little minimum interest payment of 127 million. Ain't nothing. Despite Evergrande's debt woes, it's unlikely the firm is out of money. Let's see here. Warren told Insider News last week that's because the company's largest Evergrande would still have money in various locations, including in subsidiaries. Instead, it's a question of how the corporate treasury can move the funds around. Quote, we believe the problem is how the company can move its liquidity around the organization to pay back debt. Let's see the blah blah blah. So the credit crisis is one where basically Chinese officials are going to step in and whip everybody into shape. Nobody wants to pony up the money. Too bad is going to say the Chinese bank, and Communist Party will step in and get the job done. So at the moment, it looks like they at least those emergency payments, guys, looks like they're at least made. The crisis has been backstopped for now, so it's all good until it isn't. But today it appears it's good, and government is going to lean on stakeholders to do right by everybody. That's the idea, at least. So we'll see. Evergrande disaster, if you're wondering, the one that was supposed to blow up the market in our face in October. Yeah, that never came, and it looks like, well, is it all? Well, today at least the Monday opened pretty hot. Traditionals are looking pretty good. All right, let's get into another news story. This is probably the last one for today. Crypto briefing. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Here we go. Next piece comes from Crypto Briefing. CryptoPunk NFT worth over $1 million sells at a 98% discount. Oh, what happened here? Let's read into it. Someone just sniped a rare CryptoPunk NFT for a tiny fraction of its market value. Here's the bot who picked up on it. It was purchased for 4.44 ETH, which is just under $20,000 USD. And let's see here. It's one of the rarest pieces in Larva Labs' CryptoPunk series, one of Ethereum's most coveted and valuable NFT collections. Every CryptoPunk character has traits that differentiate it from the others in the collection. Punk number 7557 is one of only 55 characters in the collection of 10,000, which wears a tiara, which also makes it one of the most valuable pieces. The last tiara Punk closed a sale at around 200 ETH, worth just under $900,000 last week. In August, several Punks sold between 150 and 275 ETH. Insane. Despite the relatively low sale price, Punk number 7557 is not significantly less valuable than any other tiara Punk. In fact, the last time it sold, it was just under 60 ETH in July. The typical price for a CryptoPunk NFT at the time received several offers of at least $1 million since then. Data from Etherscan shows that the buyer paid about 3.3 ETH premium for the transaction to an F2 miner pool. Right. So guys, when you're trying to lock in, snipe a deal on chain, you got to pour the gravy extra thick for the miners to scoop it up ASAP. These kind of phenomena, because in this case, like I said, somebody jumped all over it. These cases are always super interesting to observe what people pay in gas to get to the front of the line. And in this case, somebody paid almost what they paid for the item itself, but obviously they made off like a bandit. 3.33 ETH in gas to the miner. Let's see here. Used flashbots, wanted to bribe the miner to reorder the transaction so that the bid went through as soon as the NFT was listed. Possibly the NFT owner mistakenly listed the token for 4.4 ETH rather than 444 ETH, which would be closer to the price that on others on the market. As transactions on Ethereum are irreversible, the seller would be unable to prevent the sale once the miner added the transaction to the block. Interestingly, the buyer's Ethereum wallet shows that they have placed bids on CryptoPunks on several occasions in recent months. In September, blah blah blah. All right, point is somebody got away with one hell of a deal, $1 million+ NFT. CryptoPunk NFT sniped for a mere 20 grand and another 15 grand in gas fees to get it done. That's just the price you pay to be the boss and snipe $1 million gems off the OpenSea floor. How about that? Or whoever sold this for 4.4 is absolutely ruining the day. But with that said, guys, there's a bit of news for today. Don't have too much more to add. Is there anything else to really... No, I don't think so. Go ahead and get into the live chat. Who's kicking it with us? I already shouted out a few people at the beginning of the show. Actually, you know what? It's time to get into the bubbles. Bubbles first, then we shout people out. Let's do it. Bubbles. How are the bubbles looking today? Well, the alts looking mighty green. Bitcoin consolidating at 60K. Turns out to be, yep, ripe territory for alts to do what alts do best, and that's pump. Pump double digits. We got the likes of Sand. Sand is up a little over 36%. We got Rune up a little over 18%. Whoa, this bubble just exploded. Loop Ring, for some reason, is up 70% just now. After a huge candle on LRC. Bear with me, guys. Just gonna go put the LRC chart on the screen. LRC to the dollar on Bitfinex. Well, sure. Let's see what this looks like. Yep. Let's turn it down. 15-minute. Yep, it's been pumping pretty good, but the hourly candle on Loop Ring is way up. Loop Ring, the last 2 hours alone, is up a little over 30%. Shoutouts to Loop Ring. Something going on over at LRC. It's up 70% to the top of bubbles, just like that. Let's see here. I gotta say, some of these bubbles are turning red, though. Seems like some... now that Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit. Yeah, Bitcoin pulling back a smidge again. Looks like it's setting up to close below the baseline today. Or hold on, no, I'm back on the hourly. My mistake. Still deep below the baseline on the daily. With that said, guys, that's Loop Ring up 70% right now. Qtum's up nearly 20%. Polkadot is up 14%. Big day for Polkadot. Sushi's up nearly 15%. OMG up 13%. Stacks, Block Stacks up 7.5%. Comp up 8%. Chili's up 7%. SCRT up a little over 7%. Yeah, it's a nice day. Some nice single-digit gainers. Yeah, even Mana is still up. Despite all the big profit taken on Mana, it's still up almost 10% today. And a smattering of other winners, all up about single digits. A few losers today, too. AMP, Hex, ZEC, some of the standout single-digit losers today. Otherwise, pretty good, pretty decent day. Bubbles, alts are faring fairly well. All right, go ahead and get into the live chat, shall we? Who is with us here in the chat? I already mentioned a few people earlier, so let's scroll down a bit. All right, Sand is on Binance, bro. Indeed, it is on Binance. Mr. Ether, yes, already read that comment. Life 5H, hi all. Can we take a look at Chili's? You know what? I wish I could, but our analysts are not with us today. Please do stop in tomorrow. We will be doing your TA. Today I'm just doing news, shutting everybody up. I'm going to open the D-Live chest in 5 minutes. Throw a few lemons in there, guys. I will do a D-Live opening 5 minutes time, and we'll wrap up the show. Let's see here. The Prozac on Twitch. Is it too late to get into Mana? Probably super extended. I don't know, dude. I mean, this is what? This is first week euphoria on the back of the meta news, right? This isn't anything crazy. This isn't like, well, I mean, it's big, but not in the sense that Mana. Decentraland is going to launch on Meta next week, right? But they're delivering the next generation headsets now, and by next week, everybody's going to be plugged into the metaverse. I think that right now we're just dealing mostly with the, the super hype. I mean, it's up, put simply, guys, and I'll leave it at this. It did pump nearly 6x, right? So we need to. I feel like Mana, yes, it's too overextended. Me personally, I wouldn't get into it now. I think this hype is bound to cool off. We're down to correct. Who knows? I would probably plan to revisit exactly where before all this started. We'll probably be down to this $1 again soon. with that said, hang tight. If you want to return tomorrow, we will have actual analysts on the air to discuss Mana's fortunes, where to plot an entry if you really want to get into it. Shoutouts to Anyword in the DLive chat. Polyb is with us as well. Big shouts to Polyb on DLive. Anyword, your grid index is 74 over 100. All right, Mike Maker. What's up? Big shoutouts to Mike Maker. David Rice. Hi, all. Everyone's good? Yeah, we are good. It's a lovely Monday. It certainly is. Happy Monday, everybody. Crypto Cats. Hey, what's up? All. Yeah, shoutouts to Crypto Cats. Can we look at BNB and HOT? I wish we could, but no analysts today. Shadow ban in Yahoo. What's shadow banned on Yahoo? Axeman 2020. AID. Noob. Got Nebula. Sorry, today not going to be doing any quests. There are plenty of scams with more retail investors entering in the market. Yes, that I've noticed as well. In fact, oh, how did I forget to bring this up? The Squid Games, guys. Let's go cover the story really quick. Okay, bear with me, guys. I know I'm kind of all over the place here today, but let's talk about this. Let's see here. I had a link earlier that I was reading. Games. Alright, if you guys over the weekend you guys might have seen this thing trending. This is pumping super hard, and I will read about what happened. Squid Game token soars 110%, but holders are unable to sell. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. This is garbage, guys. Hang tight with me. Give me 1 second. I had a proper article here. I'm gonna go dig up the link and present to you what I really know. Let's continue. Here we go. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. And we are back. So here's this piece. It's called comes from the block crypto, titled "Unofficial Squid Game Token Crashes 99% as Devs Dump for $12 million." Yes, believe it, guys. Has anybody been following this this show that's going viral, the Squid Game, or Squid, or whatever the hell it's called, on Netflix, trending the last couple weeks? Everybody buzzing about it. I guess this particular project decided to play off of it. The Squid Game token. Its price rose astronomically over the last few days, but then it crashed to near zero as the developers behind the project sold their tokens on the market, and they made away with just under $12 million worth of BNB. The price of the token fell from about $2,800 a token to 80th of a hundredth of a penny instantly, as 70 million tokens were dumped on the market. How did it happen? Well, there's plenty of early warning signs, guys. So indeed, what reminded me of this was the comment that, it's a bullish season driven with lots of retail mania when these types of scams are cropping up. Let's get into a few details. Project had a number of red flags. Initially drew a healthy dose of skepticism. The project itself was themed after the hit Netflix show Squid Games, but no apparent official approval or connection, despite a claim on the website that it was partnered with Netflix. The website also claimed to have further partnerships, including an NFT marketplace, OpenSea, crypto tracking sites CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, as well as a deal with Microsoft, plus a partnership with Binance Smart Chain. But it's just a token that runs on BSC. It's not exactly a partnership, right? But nonetheless, the biggest concern about the project, however, was some users reported that they couldn't sell their tokens after buying them. And at the time, people quickly learned that, or what the team claimed was anti-dumping technology, all right, to prevent sales if certain conditions were not met. Still a major red flag, right? So it appears that the contract included a lockup function designed to prevent sales. This meant that when the money flowed into the market, into the pool on the decentralized exchange PancakeSwap, it was locked up, right? So you bought your, you poured your ETH or your BNB into it, into Squid, and then you come to find out you can't even sell. You're just holding, but the price is rocketing, so you're holding. Since there was no to little selling pressure, the price of the token rose astronomically, bolstered by mainstream news articles highlighting the skyrocketing price. Yes, because there was, some of the blogosphere, some of the Twitter sphere was like, oh my god, Squid, look at Squid. Because indeed, it was going ham. It was going gangbusters. But Once enough money entered the pot and it was ripe for the taking, it seems the developers behind the project, who held a large number of tokens in just one wallet, decided to dump them on the market since, well, guess what? The developer tokens were unlocked. They're able to sell on PancakeSwap, and they pretty much nabbed all the liquidity, and I mean all the liquidity. Since the dump, it appears the developers have unlocked everyone else's tokens, though, so people are now at least it's unlocked. Now you can sell your squid tokens for what little remaining liquidity, probably next to zero, is left in the pool. So there you go, guys. Cautionary tale in these times. Yes, the memes are powerful, but be extremely careful which memes you're guided by in this space, especially in these market conditions. GT Mark IV sounds like Mark of the Trivergence. Yes, Mark of the Trivergence. Be careful what we get into on this topic. Crypto Bull 21 Binance.org is BSC DEX. Just for your information, yes. Binance.org is the BSC DEX. Rhino TD, let's see here. Shouts Rhino TD. Jonah, love the show. Anybody looking at Sido? Check it out. This one could be a little gem. Haven't heard of Sido. Another gem, you say? Well, after my last tale, I'll be careful. Make sure DYOR, guys. But Jonah, love the show. Longtime member, of course, of the live chat. Maybe give it a look. Rhino TD shows you cards, coins, and crypto. I like those damn meerkats. Okay, the meerkats, sure. Rhino TD, there was an LRC news the other day. All right. Crypto Bull 21. Heard about Crypto Cities? No, haven't heard about Crypto Cities. It's a cool concept. All right, I'll check it out. Is it better than Zuckworld? I don't know. Anything sounds like it beats Zuckworld. Shout out to Polly B. Rhino TD, Crypto Bull 21. Cheers. I'll take a look at that. Indeed. Thank you so much, Rhino. I can't think of more of a waste of time than Decentraland. Oof. I feel you, bro. I somewhat feel you, but listen, you know, like as time goes on, they will make improvements and it will become as engaging as any other video game VR experience, right? Any open world experience. Hopefully, that's the idea, right? People play video games. It's likely that eventually they'll be playing things on Decentraland. Let's see here. Think cities that are ran with DAOs. Oh yeah, for sure. I certainly think that's how our cities will probably be organized in the future in general, not just, I mean, in some kind of game. Is this some kind of a blockchain-based game? Anyhow, let's continue. Wish I bought Mana on Thursday, says Polly B. So, but it, again, I don't think it's too late, guys. I feel like Price has a habit of kind of retracing crazy moves like this. It's not always straight up, right? So, especially in the back of like this one big chunky piece of fundamental news, this is eventually digested and it goes away. Then people log on and go, okay, what did I buy? They go to Decentraland and they see it's just like kind of any word here kind of presented. Big waste of time. Yeah, it's not particularly remarkable right now. Then they'll go log on to Sandbox and they'll be like, well, what's the Sand thing I just bought? Well, Sand's not even online yet, so, or at least not available publicly. So, yeah, I always feel that it's moments like this that people ape in just to find out they could have got in at a corrective moment. All right, where's support? You'll find it. We'll talk about it tomorrow's show. Let's get into the last couple comments and we will wrap it up. I promised a lemon giveaway. Let me go do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lemons here. Let's drop. Man, we are broke when it comes to lemons, guys. You'll have to forgive me. I can only afford to give away 160 lemons today. I'm putting them in the lemon pot here, and I will be preparing to give them away. What happened here? Oh. That's better. I will be preparing to give them away, say, in 60 seconds. Get ready, guys. Get your lemons in. Lemons in. I will be distributing them in 60 seconds. You've been warned. Let's get a couple more comments out. Thanks to everybody who hung in there with me today. I know it's just a very basic Monday update, but hey, it's better than hopefully zero. Better than canceling the show at the last minute? Yes, I would agree. Mass adoption is still years ahead. That's exactly how I feel, Van Frick. It's still so many years ahead. Even as me, someone who's like plugged in pretty heavily into the space, into the tech. I too am extremely skeptical. I do think it's going to take still quite a bit of time. Let me read a couple more comments. Ben Frick, I'm predicting another crypto winter before adoption. Absolutely, more than one potentially. Even Zuck acknowledged in in his video there that yeah, they're gonna pour billions into this, potentially lose money for many years before this thing really takes off. And you can see that, right? It's the same concept you've seen maybe with other tech, game consoles come to mind, right? Companies like Microsoft with their Xbox or Sony with their PlayStation, they're willing to lose tons of money over years to try to, pick up market share and make up sales on software or other areas, right? So it's nothing too unusual, but still, it's like Facebook. They're a juggernaut. They're a corporation with endless amounts of money. I think that yes, it's going to take time, but I think they'll inevitably going to crack it. Gotta be forward thinking and moving, even if it seems kind of dubious. This promise of the VR and the augmented reality life, right? All right, let's continue here. Predicting another crypto winter. I already said that. BFlow. What's even more disgusting is if it was posted all over the news about the coin pumping. Okay, when the news said Squid was all over the news, I don't think it was mainstream news. At least I hope it wasn't. But it was probably over like the Twitterverse and the blogosphere, right? I'm not sure if mainstream news would have been pointing the finger at Squid, some obscure BSC meme token scam from the weekend, right? But yes, anybody who did in fact shill it, deserves the stern talking to. Crypto Bull 21. I'm currently checking out Mining Tycoon as far as GameFi goes. All right, cool. Mining Tycoon, interesting. BFlow, like MSNBC, sounds like Hex. Oh, guys, shut it down, shut it down. It's not like Hex, guys. Let's give Hex a little bit of credit here. Alex81SG, what's unclear to me on Squid is how they implemented the token lock on everyone's bag except theirs. This could happen with every token. Nah, something tells me it was probably transparently clear and obvious within the terms of the contract. So I'm sure that nobody actually audited the code, or I mean, they probably did because the word got out pretty quickly, right? I mean, the word was probably quickly apparent that yes, this is I mean, just red flags galore. That's the whole point of the story, guys. That there were red flags. There was probably no secret deployment of some hidden trick, that they pulled. It was probably plain as day. But then again, it only needed like 48 hours to, I think, release, distribute, pump like crazy. Devs pull the rug, and that's all she wrote. By the time anybody even realizes, it's already too late. Too many degens aped into Squid. Because why? Well, retail's out here, guys. Retail is out here in force, and they're more than happy to give up their bags unsuspectingly. All right, so these are wild market conditions, guys. And yes, scans, in fact, might very well pump the hardest. Let me get into the last couple comments, guys. Oh yeah, then I promised to open the damn chest. Here it comes. Been given plenty of warning. I presume you're all looking at your screens. Because chest. Finally clicking distribute on. Alright, done. Alright, guys, let's get into the last couple of comments. Jonah loved the show. Total Recall. I guess, Total Recall. Well, live this life just to play in the metaverse. We'll still hold bags of mana from 17. I'm not selling. Oh, that's awesome, Jonah. You're holding some serious mana bags. That is amazing. Congrats. I'm sure you're very excited to see prices doing what they're doing right now. Jonah loved the show. Total Recall. I don't think life is gonna. I think it's gonna be more of a Ready Player One universe. What do we call a bit more of a mind trip? Mr. Ether, Robert Warner. Mr. Ether hasn't been restocking the D-Live bank. You know what we need? We need to talk to management, see if they can pony up some marketing money, some marketing budget to be used on the D-Live coffers. Right, OTD, just what is this world coming to? World is turning into all them sci-fi movies we watched as a kid, says Jonah loves the show. Yes, it certainly is. The world is kind of more Brave New World than 1984. AM, anybody who looks at Squid's site for half a second should realize it's a dumb scam. Yes, but once again, scams pump in this market. People hear Squid. Apparently, that's all it takes. Drop a meme and people roll with it. Crypto Bull 21, always do your own research. Absolutely. Gonna do some microdosing shrooms later. I am bored. Okay, any word. Shout outs to you. Good luck on your trip. David Rice, shout outs to you as well. Doctors are getting escort. Alright, not gonna comment on this. And Cavano Trades. Hello, folks. Big shout outs to Cavano Trades. Welcome. And David Rice. Damn, went to click collect and clicked off instead. Damn it. Well, yeah, sorry guys. Sorry if you missed the lemon giveaway, but there it is. Big shout out to Rhino TD coming in first place. Polly B, Any Word, Jonah, and Van Frick as well among our winners today. So nice of you guys to join us. I think that's it though. I don't really have a lot more to add, guys. Once again, my sincere apologies. The analysts weren't with us today. This was supposed to be an Alex day. His internet was not functional today, and that's okay. It's Monday. There ain't a whole lot, I suppose, going on. And there's, of course, a Discord. You can probably reach out to them if you got any pressing questions. Drop your well, anything at all on your mind in the Discord. The discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com, of course, is your invite there. Check that out. Not much more to add. Like I said, if you well, if you have more like security, other questions, always bring them to me. You know where to find me. I'm also in that Discord. But we'll be back tomorrow. The Tuesday installment in the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update comes your way in just 24 hours. We'll be back. Well, 22 hours, let's say. We'll be back. We'll be back very soon, guys. Sorry for today's miss, but hey, much love to you all. Great way to open the week. Great way to open the month, actually. So extremely appropriate that we put in a show today, given that it's a big open. We didn't crash and burn in the month of October. It seems like it's a clear sailing ahead. The runway is clear for takeoff because what do you got left? 2 months. 2 months left in the year. Do you feel bullish enough? Do you see the trajectory? Do you see the road ahead of you to 100K Bitcoin? I sure do. Look forward to the month of November to talk all the latest in price action and more on that journey. See you all tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Thanks again.